their crowning glory. So, we're good to go. It will be Flamengo in their traditional black and red who will get us underway. Jorge Jesus familiar with Perez from their time together at Benfica. And we haven't even got going yet. Well, 47 teams across Argentina, Bolivia, Brazil, Chile, Colombia, Ecuador, Paraguay, Peru, Uruguay and Venezuela have battled it out between January and November, and the final of the Copa Libertadores 2019 is between the two best teams across South America. The showdown everyone wanted. Hopefully it lives up to the big billing. Here is Felipe Luis towards Ribeiro, and it's an early free kick River's way. Early decision for Roberto Tobar, the Chilean in charge of the match. Julian Arau lets it run. Well, Jorge Jesus is the first non-South American to coach Flamengo since 1950. Appointed in June, he took charge of his first game in July. And while the Flamengo fans have a bit of a reputation for being hard to please, he has won them over in double quick time, both in terms of results and their style of play. Rafinha. Maschietta, and another free kick. Rafinha and Felipe Luis, the two fullbacks for Flamengo, both with plenty of European experience. Here's Barbosa, not quite the pass he was looking for, but not quite the clearance either that Martinez wanted.
I see a few nerves creeping in already. Hear the crowd getting behind the teams. A nervous occasion for all the players on the pitch. How are they going to deal with this? This is one of the biggest factors that we often don't take into consideration, is the emotion of the players and how they're going to handle the occasion.
Forwards again from Rafinha. Gabriel Barbosa was hunting for it. Suggestion of a high boot, nothing doing. Everton Ribeiro loses out. All a bit scrappy early on. That might change here though. Bruno Henrique on the chase. Gabriel Barbosa's in space in the area. It's a decent looking ball in, but just too high for anyone in red and black.
Yeah, Barbosa just stood still. He didn't make a move for his winger to get in a position to really hurt the River Plate back four there.
Maschietta dispossessed. Felipe Luis. Got a bit lucky with the bounce, but then mopped up by Enzo Perez, who has a key role for River Plate, just shielding that back four. Everton Ribeiro. Rafinha. The fullback so key in this game because Rafinha and Felipe Luis are almost wingers throughout the piece. Fisted away by Armani, and a free kick has gone River Plate's way as well. Franco Armani is down, and Gabriel Barbosa's having a word with the officials, which isn't like him, given that he's been fond of a yellow card or two. There is Marcelo Gachado. They're already building a statue of him, despite only being 43 years of age, already the most successful coach in River Plate's history.
It's brave from the goalkeeper, isn't it? Good goalkeeping to come out, clear the danger straight away, be brave. Letting the defenders know that you're there, backing them up.
This is River's 7th Copa Libertadores final. Only Boca Juniors with 11 appearances in Uruguayan side. Peñarol on 10 have played in more. First real foray forwards for them. And De La Cruz almost in round the back. But he'd made his run a touch too early, and Flamengo have the free kick.
Dangerous ball in behind. Really well defended from Rafinha in the end. Recovers well, uses all his experience to get in behind, get back and cover the danger. It's just been a scrappy start to the game so far. Just not as much quality as we'd hoped, but understandable with what's at stake in this game.
Jorge Jesus is usually good for a soundbite. He's not backwards about being forward. Said last month he thinks that he's going to leave a legacy, not just for Flamengo, but for Brazilian football as a whole, as they play football totally different from all of the other sides.
You can see straight away at the start of the game the pressing that they're trying to do. They do press really high. It's a European style of football. Two wingers, fullbacks playing as wingers effectively. And a lot of people would look at the two fullbacks of Flamengo and think, well, two 34-year-olds, have they got it in the legs? They certainly have.
Well, they have travelled great distances, stories of 55-hour bus journeys for the River Plate fans from Buenos Aires to Lima. Felipe Luis trying to nutmeg Gonzalo Montiel, and he is somebody who obviously has experience of winning things. Handful of trophies with Atletico Madrid, and of course the Premier League and League Cup during his one-year stay with Chelsea as well. Caio receiving some running repairs. Now, plenty of quality on the pitch, but also in the dugouts as well. And again, another free kick, and this time it goes Flamenco's way for the challenge on Bruno Henrique.
It's just a shove in the back, isn't it? An elbow in the back. Henrique makes the most of it, goes down under pressure. A great position for Flamengo to put a real quality ball into the box, and a lot of pressure on the goalkeeper. He dealt with the situation earlier well. Will he come off his line again? Will he be brave enough to try and take the pressure off his defenders?
Caio making his way into the centre. He scored with a header in the semi-final, the 5-0 second leg semi-final success over Grêmio. Not hard to spot now, is he? Everton, Ribeiro over it. Busy start to the game for Roberto Tovar. Oh, it's taken short. Nearly caught out there, River. But now they have the chance to try and hit on the counter. Felipe Luis has got in a bit of a muddle, but has then rescued the situation in the nick of time.
Oh, he does really well to recover. It's the pitch that held the ball up. He gets caught in the dry pitch and it just wrong foots Luis, but fortunately he gets a toe back and recovers really well, because that was a dangerous break from River Plate.
Enrique, you saw there, who has been one of the stars of the tournament. Some reckon he might be the most impressive player in the Copa Libertadores so far this term. Very versatile player and fond of a goal as well, and fond of a long-range shot on that occasion.
Well, there it is for you. That's confidence for you. Takes the opportunity, pulls it down, thinks, why not? Have a shot, have a go. Can you test the keeper from distance? Great strike though from him.
Flamengo have lost just 2 of their 33 League and Cup games since Jorge Jesus took charge in July, and they arrive here unbeaten in 25 matches, winning 20 of them. But you would say so far neither side has really looked brimming with confidence.
Both cancelling each other out at the moment. There's a lack of belief to go forward at times, because they don't want to leave too much open at the back. It's just that added little bit of quality. Who's going to be the player who puts his foot on the ball, picks that killer pass and makes something happen?
Given away by Lucas Martinez. Could be trouble here. Bruno Enrique had the pace to get past his man, but not the pace to keep the ball in.
Good effort from Enrique. You can see what he's trying at the moment. He's being a player that wants to get on the ball. We just spoke about it. Can someone make a difference? He really looks up for this game, wants to impress, wants to continue his good form. If you're a Flamengo player, you'd be wanting to get him on the ball as much as you can as well.
On his first Brazil cap in September at the age of 28, Bruno Enrique. No foul, and then the challenge from Pierre Escaeta, and the foul as well. Taken by Pinola. Enzo Perez. Here's Casco. Intelligent pass, and De La Cruz trying to wriggle his way through. Comes back to Casco, again the ball just held up on the pitch. There were some concerns about the playing surface. The Peruvian club side, Universidad, who are the tenants here, did play on it fairly recently. Signs that it is holding up just a touch. Pinola's header. Palacios forwards. Nacho Fernandez. Borre. Looking for Suarez. Matias Suarez should be easy enough for Diego Alves, and is.
He just makes his run too early there. Suarez gets caught offside, but the first time we've really seen him run in behind and make that type of run in behind the defenders. Everything's been short to feet at the moment. Someone just needs to change something, run in behind, stretch a defence if they can.
No flag. Away goes Matias Suarez, looking for De La Cruz. He's fast, but he's not quite fast enough.
But it's positive again from Suarez, makes the same run in behind, he gets in again. Flamengo don't follow that run, he just spins down the side. And you're thinking, go on, burst the gut to get in there. Do you want to score a goal? He just can't make it. Ball over hit by Suarez, but again, positive signs for River Plate.
Intelligent throw from Casco. Palacios. Here's Enzo Perez. It's a poor pass. Felipe Luis with a poor touch, though. Could be costly. Nacho Fernandez gets it in. Matias Suarez left it. Goal! River Plate lead. Rafael Santos Borré. Is he going to do it once again? The favourites are behind, and it's Rafael Santos Borré who is on target for River.
That's clinical from Borré. Very good finish. Just holds his ground on the edge of the block, just past the 6-yard box, and he just fires it into the bottom corner. But it comes from a scrappy play in midfield. A poor pass, a ricochet. They get fortunate. Luis just doesn't recover. You think he's going to slide, and it's a half-hearted challenge, and it's a poor decision again. Clearing the ball, is it you, is it me? Make a decision, clear the ball, and they're punished for it. Great finish from Borré.
It's his first goal from open play in this year's Copa Libertadores. He'd put away penalties in the quarterfinals and semi-finals, but his first goal from open play is a big one in this season's competition, because it means it's Flamengo 0, River Plate 1.
Well, how does that suit River Plate now with the tactics? Do they sit back in? Do they make it tough and try and counter-attack Flamengo? Big decision now from Gallardo, an experienced manager.
Well, there was plenty of debate about what the new format, the one-off final at a neutral venue, would mean. Some were against it, felt that we wouldn't have as much entertainment as the two-legged affairs that have been customary. But the general consensus was an early goal would certainly help to increase the spectacle, and that is what we have.
Well, I think it's brilliant, Mark. I think you've got to come out now. You've got to try and make something happen. You know Flamengo have to come and attack now. They can't think, well, we'll keep it at 1-0, and if we catch something on the break, then great, but we've still got to go back to our place, or we've still got another game. No, they have to come out now. They have to try and make things happen, and it only makes for a better game.
Plenty of attention on the attacking might of the two sides and the amount of goals that might be scored, but his side have been pretty good defensively. Marcelo Gallardo in the competition, just 8 goals conceded in their 12 games so far, and the onus now is on the Brazilians. Bruno Henrique getting no change there.
It's a great quality to have as well for River Plate, to know that in the back of your mind, you're strong defensively, that you don't concede many goals, because in the players' minds they'll be thinking now, we're capable of hanging on to this, we're capable of defending it, we know we've got players up the other end of the pitch that can score goals, so great situation for River to be in.
River lost their first 2 Libertadores finals in 1966 and 1976, but have won the last 4, 1986, 1996, 2015 and last year, of course, famously against bitter rivals Boca. Marcelo Gallardo's already having a statue built of him. What more can they do if he manages to mastermind another triumph? Felipe Luis sends it forwards, and Bruno Henrique was chasing it down. Pinola with the intervention. Haven't seen much of Gabriel Barbosa, and that's a poor touch from the man known as Gabigol. Here he is again, though. And he wants a free kick there, and he's told to get up.
Yeah, rightly so. Not strong enough. He's trying to buy a free kick. He knew his touch wasn't great. He knew the defender had read it. Just hoping that the referee will help him out. But here's the goal again. It's a poor pass, and it ricochets, gets away with it. Luis doesn't do enough to sort of stop the cross coming in, and Borré, he just holds his ground, sometimes it's what good strikers do, good players do. They find space, they wait for the ball to come to them, and this is a lovely finish. It's right-footed, wrong foot to the goalkeeper, and the goalkeeper with no chance of saving it. Perfect start for River Plate.
12 goals in 27 appearances this season now for the Colombian.
It's not been the greatest game as of yet, quality-wise. There's been a lot of tackling, a lot of tenacity all around the pitch, not giving each other time, not giving each other space, which you expect in a final like this. Just wonder at what point is it going to slow down and players start to pick them killer passes. It hasn't just been that quality that we want.
Again, a niggling foul. No cards forthcoming from Roberto Tobar so far. Flamengo have looked a little bit unsettled, and there was one school of thought that they came unstuck when they had to play non-Brazilian opposition in the Copa Libertadores, and perhaps they're a bit of a flat-track bully and only have it their own way when they're playing sides from their own country, and that they don't really like it at them with sides like River Plate playing two up front. Here is Nico de la Cruz, now picked up by Suarez. Good ball, de la Cruz!
Suarez has been really clever a couple of times now. We saw him make the run on the right-hand side earlier on, a couple of runs in behind. And what he's doing is he's just waiting for Luis and Rafinha to go forward. And he's thinking, I'm going to find them pockets. So as soon as my midfielder looks up, he knows where I am. I'm in areas where I can hurt Flamengo's defence, and he's doing it very, very well. It's just the quality that he's possessing at the end of it just isn't quite there. One thing I'd say though, Mark, is the pitch is so dry. They're struggling to run with the ball players, struggling to find that zip on the pass. That's really going to hurt either team.
Yeah, there were some concerns about the playing surface. The game was only switched on the 5th of November. There weren't a great deal of options in terms of stadiums of the size that could host this game. It's the biggest stadium capacity-wise in South America, following the redevelopment of the Maracanã.
But it's even things like the start of the game, Mark, when you've got the opening ceremony, you've got it covered the pitch, it's so warm, it takes the moisture out the pitch. How do they water it and get it back to that level that you want to play football on and zip the ball about quickly? These are all little factors that when you play in a final, a big game, you don't really think of until you get out on the pitch and think, this is a little bit different to what we're used to.
More lobbying of Roberto Tobar to put a yellow card out here.
The referee's tried to do the right thing early doors. He's tried to let the game go as freely as he can. He hasn't wanted to hand out cards. He understands what's at stake for both players. The fans want to see that passion and desire from the players, getting close to people. And it was worthy of a yellow card.
So midway through the first half, and it's the holders ahead against the side seen as the favourites for the title. That's easy pickings though for Diego Alves.
I think so far Flamengo have probably had stage fright. I think that's where you'd look at it. Yes, they come in as favourites, but to live up to the tag of favourites is sometimes the toughest thing to do. A lot's expected of you to get that result, and they've been poor so far.
Rafinha. Again, plenty of hassling and harrying, and the ball has gone out. River just seem a bit more up for it. And again, there was also a theory that Jorge Jesus' side may be suffering from a bit of fatigue coming into this one due to their high-energy style and the fact that Jorge Jesus doesn't seem to believe in rotation, so he's been sticking with his frontline players in all of their matches, and there was a worry they might be a bit burnt out for tonight.
Well, they look sluggish so far, they haven't looked lively. but whether that's the players feeling fatigued or whether it's River Plate have been all over them. They've made it difficult. Clever run again in behind from Suarez. He's been really intelligent so far in the game. It's very unfortunate that ball ricochets into his hand there, but again, clever, experience, running in behind, making it difficult, stretching the game for his team.
Joined River at the start of the year from Belgrano, Matias Suarez, and was called up by Argentina soon after, won his first cap in March, just before his 31st birthday, so a bit of a late bloomer on that front. Rafinha's throw. Felipe Luis. Bruno Enrique again trying to make something happen, but you get the feeling at the moment Flamengo are trying to force things.
That's exactly it, Mark. They're trying. I mean, the ball from Luis there up to Barbosa. It's poor. It's round his hip. It's not played in with any care to help him lay the ball off, to find another man. It's a fight for Barbosa to get hold of that ball, and that's not what starts attacks. We're just going to see the goal again. It's poor defending from Flamengo. Great finish from Boré, though. What he'll have dreamed about all last night and this week leading up to the game. Can he get on the scoreline? Can he make a difference for his team?
De La Cruz nips in. That looked like a foul, and the referee concurs.
Fantastic feet, great ability. That's what you need in the middle of the park. Take it under pressure.
Taken quickly and trying to slip in Milton Casco there. Got a deflection. It'll be a corner.
Everton Ribeiro there just overplaying, trying to be too clever in and around his own box, and River Plate they've capitalised every single time. They realise that Flamengo want to try and over-elaborate. They want to be seen to be playing the correct way of football from what they see. River Plate are jumping all over them at every opportunity. Their pressing has been superb. They've almost flipped the tactics on the head of Flamengo and said, OK, we'll play your own game, and we're more than happy to do that.
De La Cruz's delivery is straight onto the head of Everton Ribeiro. Javier Pinola has got forwards from the back here. Might get a nosebleed, the centre-back. He's lost possession. Rafinha winning it. Julian Arau sending it forwards, but again, the pressure and the pressing nearly reaped rewards for River.
Brilliant pressing again. They're just sensing where the passes are going to go, where they need to step in, because they know that Flamengo have that quality to hurt them. They respect that. The best thing to do is stop it at source, make it very, very difficult for them. The pressing from River Plate has been outstanding. I just wonder how long they can carry that pressing on for in this heat.
Well, you saw Gerson fouled there, and Willian Arau and Gerson, the two holding midfielders in the centre for Flamengo, quite frankly being overrun in this first half, and that is where River are getting so much joy.
Just getting caught on the ball at times as well, not quick enough to react to situations, but the whole team looks flat for Flamengo. They don't look like they're at the races. Again, looking for individual brilliance to bring them to life.
Adil Barbosa doing his level best, but he has not had a sniff so far. Don't forget that later on this evening we have Premier League highlights for you on BBC One at 10:20. Match of the day with Gary Lineker and co. 20 for them to get their teeth into from the afternoon's action. Rafinha wants the foul. He gets it, and it's going to be the first yellow card of the game as well, by the looks of things.
First time we've seen Rafinha really high up the pitch, trying to affect the game at the other end of the pitch. It's good skill from him. Just gets caught. It's a position again for Flamengo to really put a quality ball into the box. When you're not playing well, these are opportunities, set pieces where you can hurt River Plate. Can you be inventive? They tried it before. Quality just wasn't quite right. It'll be interesting to see whether they try and put the ball under Armani's crossbar or whether they're trying something clever again.
Milton Casco, the man caution, plays at left back even though he is a right-footed player. Half an hour gone and Franco Armani has not had a save to make so far. Gaeta is going to take. Decent delivery as well. Willian Arau was up there. Well won by De La Cruz. Chesson took a bit of a gamble. That's a handy pass though. Gaeta. Will be a corner. It's a close call as to whether it had gone for a corner or a throw. Taken short. Rafinha, Everton Ribeiro. That's a handy ball, but it's well gathered by Franco Armani.
Yeah, it's good play again for Flamengo. They just put a little bit of pressure on River Plate in the last couple of minutes, and they tried to be inventive again. It's just that quality into the box. Armani's done well again to come out and help his defenders out. His defenders will be delighted with that. Just takes that pressure off them, slows the game down again.
This is the 15th Copa Libertadores final between teams from Argentina and Brazil. 9 wins for the Argentinians, 5 for the Brazilians. Although the last 2 finals between teams from the countries were won by the Brazilian side. Corinthians against Boca in 2012 and Grêmio also winning against Lanús in 2017. De La Cruz nips in. Suarez almost through.
It's just so unlucky, Suarez. It just clips his own heel as he's away from the defenders. But again, it's that pressing from River Plate. Superb from them.
De La Cruz. Oh, that's a good challenge from Gerson. De La Cruz didn't feel it. Chesson on the move and was still moving. Good ground made up. Gabriel Barbosa waits. Bruno Enrique in the centre as well, but Chesson just bit off a bit more than he could chew. And Barbosa scrapping for it. And the free kick is River Plate's.
Brilliant play from Gerson to start with. So powerful and dynamic through the middle. He just ran out of gas at the end. Should have picked a pass earlier on. But that was better from him. We haven't seen anything really from him in the first 30 minutes or so of this game.
So far, so good for Marcelo Gallardo, despite only being 43 years of age, already the most successful coach in River's history, having won 10 titles. And after tonight, they've got the Argentinian Cup as well. Got defending to do here, meanwhile. Bruno Enrique, not quite. Borre. Fernandez. Here's De La Cruz. De La Cruz up against Rafinha, and the veteran fullback manages to deal with the danger for now. Forwards by Casco to no one in particular.
Just at the other end, Hernandez gets on the edge of the box, and it's almost like he doesn't believe himself that he's going to make something happen. It's just not quite happening for Flamengo at the moment. And as you look at the other end and you look at De La Cruz, he's trying to take people on in the box, he's trying to make things happen. There's a belief within River Plate at the moment that they can win this game and they can cause Flamengo all kinds of problems. Just don't look sharp at all, Flamengo, anywhere on the pitch. Even when they pick the ball up for a throw and you're thinking, pick the tempo up, make it happen. Someone has to take lead in the team, and no one seems to be doing that at the moment for Flamengo.
Willian Arau. Pablo Mari is Felipe Luis, now Gerson. Kyle. Gerson. Kyle to Rafinha. Looking for Gabriel Barbosa, but Pinola there first.
You see Georgias out the picture, just having a look at Barbosa and to say, you've got to give us more, we need more from you, you've got to give him an option when you're up front, you've got to run that line, try and give your full-back Rafinha an option. It's frustrating for him trying to run that line on his own.
Gabriel Barbosa loses out to Javier Pinola again. Arau wins the header, Gerson. And wants a foul there. Jorge Jesus is appealing more than most. Montiel can bring it forwards. Good work from the youngster. Borre. Here comes the hit! And it wasn't far away. Well, that was travelling, and I don't think that Diego Alves would have got there.
What a fantastic strike this is, so unfortunate. But again, River Plate, they drive at the heart of Flamengo, they make it difficult for them. Just opens his body up. Lovely strike, and very unlucky not to hit the target. The keeper's beaten all ends up as well.
And Palacios is arguably River's most coveted player. He's been linked to a number of top clubs, Real Madrid amongst them. And almost flagged up his potential even more there with that strike. Palacios, Casco, Nico De La Cruz. De La Cruz again. Oh, you can see what he was trying to do, and Felipe Luis has to hack that away. Bit more tempo to the game now. Free kick River Plate's way, which are in a hurry to get on with.
Palacios has got a grip on this game now. He's the one who's dictating play. He's the one who's shifting the ball from left to right, making things happen, drawing in fouls, slowing the game down for his team. It's been superb so far.
Loses his way. Casco. Martinez. Willian Arau was clipped.
I think one of the most frustrating things for Jorge Jesus will be that it's too easy. Ball into Enrique there, just let it get hold of it, make it stick. It's far too easy, and he almost doesn't look bothered when he loses the ball. I think that would be one of the most frustrating things if you're the manager on the sidelines thinking, I don't mind losing a game, but we're losing it in the wrong way completely.
Did well from the deck there, Nico de la Cruz. Caio to Leon Arau. Forwards from Pablo Mari. Here's Felipe Luis. Arrascaeta, who we have not seen a great deal of. In fact, none of Flamenco's real flair players have been able to express themselves in the opening 40 minutes. Gerson, Willian Arau, finding Felipe Luis. Bruno Enrique, back to Felipe Luis, now de Arrascaeta, still going. And just ran into a wall of white and red in the end. Rafinha's got to be quick, and that was a bit of a nasty clash there, and they're both feeling the effects of that, Nico de la Cruz and Rafinha.
I understand why De La Cruz went for it though. He felt that if he could win the header, he was in behind Rafinha. That is a nasty clash of heads. That's going to hurt. I just hope both players pick themselves up after that, because it's a nasty clash of heads.
Do Flamengo look tired?
To me, they don't look like they've got the identity of what we spoke about leading into the game. The high energy, the high tempo football. When they get the ball, they're looking round, there's no options, and no one seems to be moving off the ball. So whether that's from the high energy or just River Plate again snuffing out the danger, making it difficult for them. But even in the defending here, it's lethargic, it's passive, it's not really wanting to defend. And that's the way they've been all game. River Plate have been completely the opposite. You can tell that they've come here with a game plan. They're executing it very, very well so far. And you can tell they're the team in control of this game. Jorge Jesus will be thinking, get to half-time, I need to get my team in, I need to have a bit of a time-out, a chat to the players, get them back on track.
Bruno Enrique again getting no change out of Javier Pinola. Rafinha with the throw. Again, Pinola immediately onto it. Willian Arau, Gabriel Barbosa is not coming off too well in his duel with the River captain.
Pinola's just using all his experience, isn't he, to a few gamesmanship, a little bit of gamesmanship out there, make it tough for him, upset him. Barbosa, he's letting it get to him at the moment, so Pinola winning that battle.
Different opponent for Gabriel Barbosa, but the same outcome, he loses possession. Oh, and the ball was on through the centre there. Palacios. Nicely done, there's no flag here either. Opportunity knocks, and it's knocked away by Diego Alves, and now the flag does go up, but at first glance it looked a clear offside. Flamengo were furious.
Such a frustrating rule that we've brought into the game. It's clearly offside. I think this is where we need to be clever. Players can still get injured after this situation. If the flag goes up earlier, players just accept the decision and get on with it.
Bruno Enrique gives chase. He's beaten to it by Lucas Martinez.
So Martinez has had one of the easiest games you've probably ever felt he's had. He's had nothing to do. A couple of balls in behind, but dealt with them very, very comfortably.
Rafinha. Final minutes of the first half, and you'd say River Plate good value for their 1-0 lead. Felipe Luis fizzed that into Rascaeta. He thought about that for a while, Roberto Tobar, before giving Bruno Henrique the decision.
What an important time this will be to score. Just going into half-time. Can it change the team talk that you're about to be given, or you're about to give out to your team? This is where you need that moment of quality. This is where your experienced players, your key players step up and put that moment of quality into the box.
Willian Arau with a really poor pass as we go into 3 additional minutes. And the pressure from Borre there, forcing the mistake. Borre after it again. Everton Ribeiro in the right place for Flamengo. And taken out as well.
I can't understand that whatsoever. You've got an opportunity to put the ball in the box, make something happen. Suddenly you're getting counter-attacked down the other end of the pitch with a matter of minutes to go before half-time. Test the goalkeeper, test the defenders. Can they withstand that pressure so late on in the first half?
Marcelo Gachado, the River coach, has a reputation for being an extremely astute tactician. And midway through this Copa Libertadores final, he seems to have played his cards just right.
The game plan he has set out his team has been perfected in this first half.
Willian Arau, Pablo Mari, Gabriel Barbosa. I was going to say it's a chance for him to stretch his legs, but he's lost possession. And could it be costly for Flamengo? Here's Suarez giving chase, and it looks a bit of a soft foul there. It's a yellow card as well, which seems very harsh.
I'm not sure the referee's got that one quite right. He must have thought it was a cynical foul. Silly foul from Suarez, because he's got him where he wants him. He's got him under pressure.
Forwards from Diego Alves. Final minute of stoppage time. Palacios. Enzo Perez. Here's Palacios again. Here's Suarez. Well won by Felipe Luis. Well, 1 back 2. Confirmation of the yellow card for Matias Suarez. Willian Arau. And it is the River fans you can hear at the moment, and why not? Well, that is it for the first half, and a good job so far for those supporting the team in red and white. At the break, it is Flamengo 0, River Plate 1.
Thank you very much to Mark and Stephen for that first 45 minutes. Those River Plate fans will be happy with their sides display after 45 minutes, and they are on course for back-to-back wins in the Copa Libertadores. There's plenty for Flamengo to do. Gilberto Silva and Jonathan Wilson in the studio. How much do you criticise the